Hey, y'all, you got Doug Gore, Dougie Doo here with Cajun Softwash. Today I want to talk a little bit about respect. So I'm going to tell you just a brief little story of something that happened today, and then I'm going to take it a little bit further in kind of more of what I mean and what I'm talking about. So I spent the entire day in my office today, and while there, pretty early this morning, there were some contractors outside working. And one of the contractors, nice and politely, knocked on the door, come on in, and very nice, very polite, and asked if he could use our restroom. Of which I agreed. Hey, no problem at all. Come on in and make yourself at home, kind of thing. Showing them the dignity and respect, and he was nice and polite enough to come in and ask, and that kind of thing. So anyhow, yeah. Um, so he went in, he went to the restroom, and he came out, and I didn't do it intentionally, but I had to use the restroom as well. So I went in, I mean, within 2 minutes of him using the restroom. Well, he had peed on the toilet seat. He didn't lift the toilet seat, and he peed on the toilet seat, just like one of my employees did a while back at a customer's house. So I immediately went outside. I was mad. I was very mad. And in front of his other peers, if you would, which there wasn't very many people around, but they were close enough that they could hear me with this guy. And so I just went up to him and I said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And he's like, "Sure." And he's bigger than I am, so I had to kind of look up at him. But anyhow, um, I kind of ripped him a new one. I said, "You know what? I don't appreciate you doing that. For me, you came in, you asked if you could use our restroom. We were generous enough to allow you to do it. And that's a complete and utter disrespect for the ladies in my office, of which there's two that are going to use, they're going to sit on your urine. You're a man. Use common sense, lift the toilet seat. If you do that at home, that's one thing. I don't care what you do at your house, but if you're going to come into somebody else's residence, somebody else's business, whatever, ask to use their restroom, they're nice enough to let you do it. Show them the respect of at least, at bare minimum, lift the toilet seat. Okay. So what does that mean? How does that pertain to us and what we do? Okay. A lot of us don't, like my guys, aren't allowed to use the customer's restroom. We have a way of dealing with that where it's not in their bushes or whatever the case may be. We have little pop-up tents that we can use, or we have our box truck. We can just use the back of the box truck. But this isn't just about using the restroom. It's not about just how you deal with your restroom issues on job sites. It's everything you do with your customers and your clients, from phone conversations. I mean, just the other day, somebody posted online about somebody called them up and they sounded like the one of those scam phone calls that we always get, right? And so he responded in kind of a negative fashion, and that created a whole problem for him. Actually, got him a negative 1-star review. Um, so even different things with respect have to do with walking through their yard, especially if you're there for an estimate and you knock on the door and you take a couple steps back and they come out, they meet with you, and they start to walk around the house. If they don't walk through the yard, don't walk through the yard, right? Show them the respect of whatever it is that they're doing. So if they walk down their sidewalk and around their house, then maybe if you need to get closer to the house, just ask them, "Hey, do you mind if I step into your rose bushes here to look at that downspout and how it comes down?" Just give them that respect. Everything that we do, we try to center around respect for that client. That can go a lot of different ways and a lot of different angles, even in the way that you drive down the street. Okay. If you have a vehicle, especially a company vehicle that's got a wrap on it, you get to a four-way intersection at the same time as the other guy. Technically, you have the right of way because he's on your left. Maybe just wave him on by, give him some respect. Especially if they speed up to the intersection. You know that they really want to go fast. Just wave them on, let them go. You know, it's those little things, those little tidbits of respect sometimes that can mean something in the end. I know I like to do business with people that I respect, and so I believe that that's gonna be reciprocated back to our company and in the things that we do. I don't currently have anybody that smokes, but if I did, making them make sure that they either smoke off property or that the cigarette butt goes in the ashtray or someplace so that it's not being on their property. Just the different things. Think about respect in every aspect that you would like to do, or that you would like to have shown to you. That's my little tidbit for the day. I appreciate y'all for listening to me, and Dougie Do out.